Hope you're enjoying the episode that you listened to so far, and if you are, take a quick listen to this. If you ever thought about starting your own podcast because you love to talk, you love to debate, you want to get your thoughts out there to the world, but you got questions. How do I distribute it? How do I record it? How do I get it to host? There's only one answer for you, and that's Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it is 100% free. Not only 100% free, but easy to use. So if you want to go ahead and start that podcast and get your brand out there, go to anchor.fm/start. Again, that is anchor.fm/start to go ahead and start on your brand right here, right now. So what you waiting on? Get on it. Hey, how's it going there, ladies and gentlemen? This is Darnell, the Playmaker, Sallins, the head of the Playmakerz Bar podcast. And if you ain't catch us on our special yesterday with Pipebomb Radio, with Ricky Litwinkowich, the Bear Man Test, Kazzaz, and myself, well, guess what? Here's your another opportunity to catch us previewing the Royal Rumble as the Royal Rumble is getting ready to start the road to WrestleMania. Sit back, relax, enjoy the content that we give you, and plus the music that we're going to play.
I never dreamed things could change so fast, what do I have left? I won't be your martyr anymore. No longer victimized by your scorn. And never more the passive one in this war. 'Cause I won't be your martyr anymore.
Welcome to Pipebomb Radio, featuring your hosts, Darnell, the Playmaker Sallins, Alex Aldape, Melissa Mitro, Chris Rex, and Ricky Litwinkowich. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Pipebomb Radio NYC, the WWE Royal Rumble 2021 preview show. And I have a plethora of fans and guests that are probably going to be on the show today, including my Flashback Fridays host, Mr. Darnell, the Playmaker Sallins.
What's good?
And returning to our show, the Bear Man from Texas, Mr. Alex Kazzaz.
What's going on, Ricky? What's up, Playmaker? What's going on, everybody?
So we are here today on the 30th of January, a lovely brisk 20-something frickin' degrees outside. Of the dungeon, everybody else is probably warmer than me, but I digress.
It's called having a heater.
Well, the only another fortunate thing is that the washing machine is running above my head. So that should just make interesting audio and everything else for the rest of the day.
70 degrees down here in Texas.
I hate you.
Well, I'm actually not happy. I prefer cold weather. You can call me crazy if you want.
By the way, we also do have sound bites for the show today. So just know that this should be amusing. All right. 2021 Royal Rumble. Now, for those who don't know wrestling or, quote, sports entertainment, unquote, we will make this a very enjoyable show. I will play the role of the bad guy, and the other two will be the analysts of the show. Are we agreed on that?
Okay.
Sure.
I'll
Yeah.
let you play the bad guy this time.
Well, I did that on our last show, which was, what, the Survivor Series show? Yep, I'm the bad guy. I am the bad Jerry Lawler out of the group. So be entertained, please.
Okay.
All right. So
first pay-per-view of the year,
Yes.
which means Royal Rumble, which also means the road to WrestleMania begins.
Which is usually one of those ones that's a bad yellow brick road.
You want to elaborate on that?
Because the history of the Royal Rumble, okay? You have your mainstream guys that go in, for example, AJ Styles, Braun Strowman. If he's not champion, you have like a Roman Reigns. And then you got the mystery people. The mystery people usually don't do a damn throughout the entire pay-per-view. Okay? So it's just a pop. Then you have the really, really bad storylines. For example, like this year, Goldberg is wrestling at the age of 53 once again. Why? I don't know.
Oh, I know.
Because he's got two appearances on his contract that he has to fulfill.
Yeah, and what other reason? Money, a payoff.
Well, that's because he's part of the Legends contract. But, that's, here or there. All right? So,
Here or there.
usually what ends up happening with a Royal Rumble is you get one really great storyline, and then you get the shitload between January and now this year, April. Okay? So, the skies are not really the limit. I mean, yes, they try to push Royal Rumble great this year. Once again, a pay-per-view with no fans. To a WrestleMania that possibly may have 7,000 fans. Just saying. And to already top it all off, the fucking pay-per-view is going to be in the same venue again this year. Not really excited.
No, you can't really say same venue.
Technically, it was supposed to be in Tampa last
And
year.
it wasn't in Tampa.
Technically, it was in Tampa because they did the indoor version of it, not actually in Raymond James, but it was still in the vicinity.
No, it was in Orlando. It was at the Performance Center.
Tampa, Orlando, same shit.
No, it's not.
It's not. No, Ricky. No.
Listen,
That's like saying New York City and Albany are the same cities.
it's still technically the same state.
It's the
Yeah.
same state, but
Different
technically,
cities.
Tampa Bay never hosted WrestleMania.
Either way, they kind of did this. They're going to do the same freaking WrestleMania logo like they did last year. It's just a follow-up. It's not, like, I understand we're dealing with the, quote, worldwide bastard, but give me a break.
And to be honest, it actually helped Alex out better than anybody.
How so?
Because this year's WrestleMania was supposed to be in LA. But since they moved it back to Tampa, now next year WrestleMania is going to be where, Alex?
AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas, baby.
And then it's going to go to LA.
Still not a fan. I don't know. You know what it is? I think that the whole not having fans thing, like we had this conversation last night, I think the whole not having people in the building thing really just isn't going to make it pop. If you bring in, God forbid, WWE brings in somebody like a decrepit RVD for a pop, there ain't going to be anybody there to be really giving it the pop. 5,000 people on a Zoom meeting is not exactly a pop.
No, not at all.
It happens.
So, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm not.
They doing the best they can. What more can they do?
If they can have, I hate to say this, and you kind of hope and pray that they follow suit. If you could have 6,700 people at a Buffalo Bills game in Buffalo, New York, and they're doing whatever they're doing for Super Bowl next weekend, I'm not sure what the count was for that. I don't know how well WrestleMania would run like that. Let's be honest, okay? Because you're not going to have anybody near ringside. That's just not happening. All your fans and shit are going to be sitting up in, like, section 402, seat 38. You know, like, I don't know. But it's another pay-per-view with no real people in the building. I don't know. I really don't. No, I didn't wake up on the wrong side of the bed either. I love the virtual hush on the other side, though.
How many hours of sleep did you get?
I went to bed at 6, woke up at 1.
Okay, you got enough hours.
Yeah, more than normal. But anyway. All right, so what we're going to do now, we'll do the favorite moment for Royal Rumble, which is always usually fun. And then we got some more music for you guys today. So, Alex, I'll go with you on the first moment of Royal Rumble.
My first moment of the Royal Rumble, well, my first moment of the Royal Rumble, as you know, the first Royal Rumble I had was the 1999 Royal Rumble. I guess the first moment was when I noticed how Vince McMahon, who was the second entrant, snuck out, slid under the rope. And I told my friend, nope, he's not out. You got to go over the rope. He went under the rope. Then Stone Cold chases him, and we all know how that happened. That was my introduction to the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. And so, ironically, the evil boss went on to win it that year.
Darnell, what about you?
Royal Rumble, so many moments. One that sticks out in my head. Austin wins it. I want to say going into WrestleMania 17.
2001.
And how electric that was. And then we all know what happened at WrestleMania 17.
My favorite moment, Mr. McMahon blows out both quads. Absolutely my most famous moment ever. The dual elimination at Royal Rumble. McMahon comes running down, instead of doing his normal, no chance in hell strut, he comes flying down to the ring, blows out one quad getting into the ring, goes to stand up, blows the other one out, and then you see him pretty much laying against, or sitting against the ropes, screaming at people, pointing, and freaking, going ballistic, blood pressure through the roof, and then him having to be carried out, not stretchered out, carried out of the ring into the back.
He was legitimately pissed off.
But legitimately one of probably, if not one of the best spots that they had to do on the fly. It was just crazy. But I can tell you that's pretty awesome though. That freaking you get a moment like that, and then you don't see Mr. McMahon for 6 months.
I have to bring up 06.
Which one would that be?
Rey Mysterio, second entry into the Royal Rumble, starting off the match with Triple H, and he goes the whole distance.
Wasn't that also the year he dedicated the Royal Rumble to Eddie Guerrero?
Came out in the lowrider.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was it.
Another one of the moments, and I'm going to go with this one, and I there's a reason, I think I have the soundbite for that. I may not have the right one.
I got another perfect one, but whenever you're ready, Ricky.
Ric Flair starts from one, goes all the way. Classic Royal Rumble.
Not the 1992 Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I believe that would be the one.
Well, he didn't enter number 1. He was actually number 3.
Either way, anytime you get somebody like Ric Flair in a Royal Rumble, really, really sneaky, the classic wrestling style, yeah, that was great.
I mean, that promo he cut after it, classic as well. But here's a moment now, Ricky. Here's two of them, and I really got to say this, and a lot of wrestling fans are going to be amazed. Now, you were at this Royal Rumble, I believe. You were there in the 2000 Royal Rumble in Madison Square Garden, right?
Yes.
So you remember when Too Cool had the dancing segment, right? So that's one great memory, okay? But another one from that Royal Rumble, it happened 3 times. Okay, well, happened 3 times technically. But do you remember when 2 dudes who call themselves Kai and Tai, who were not in the match, ran to the ring? Well, technically, they both did it twice. Funaki did it again a 3rd time. But do you remember when Kai and Tai ran to the ring at least 3 times?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know the bad
I
thing?
found that pretty funny.
Do you know the bad thing about Kai and Tai?
That they were so badly underrated, and yet the fans loved them so much.
Their voiceover shit was sucked.
Well, you know who actually, it was Shane McMahon who actually did that, right?
But they was never in sync. Like their mouths would be moving and there's no volume coming out of anything.
Never in sync.
It was always a horrible gimmick. They always just drove me nuts. I wanted to reach through my hand through the screen and smack them both in the forehead.
They were talented. There's no denying that.
Well, it's funny though how Funaki became like SmackDown's #1 announcer, and the other one went back to New Japan, did stuff for a little while, and then quit. Oh, and shout out to New Japan, by the way. If you do find out that we actually did use the term New Japan Pro Wrestling in the thing, don't reach out and demonetize us, because we don't make any money anyway. Just saying. That's how that works. Because I actually heard today that freaking New Japan and AEW are going bananas with people's podcasts. So, just know that.
Why, just for saying the name?
Just for saying the name, they're just being dicks. But
Why AEW? People love AEW.
I don't know. They've been going. This is funny that I'm going to say this though. So they have this thing called like the fair usage policy, right? As long as you recognize something within your podcast as being property of something else, or use it off of a public domain, or use a certain smidge of time, you're allowed to use it. It's within podcasting rules, believe it or not. So another streamer, I'll shout them out because their channel is really, really cool. It's called All Elite Wrestling. It's not anything close to what the actual main part of AEW's on TNT or whatever. It's not associated with it. He just covers AEW. And apparently he's not allowed to even use pictorial footage in his shows on YouTube. So they've actually filed many copyright strikes against him for using even pictorial AEW stuff. It's pathetic, but, you know, apparently a lot of people don't know what the Fair Usage Act is.
Huh.
So pretty much AEW destroyed his channel.
What can you say? Mm-hmm.
They pretty much went with this soundbite right here.
You're fired!
Exactly. So, all right, let's get some music on, and then let's start covering this pay-per-view. Let's get the one bad track out of the way. And I say bad only because apparently this band here is doing Royal Rumble 2021 this year. Bad Bunny. And Bad Bunny is doing Booker T live here on Pipebomb Radio.
Ay, ay, los pongo a bailar la pelúa. El que no baile que lo despelucan. Hijo de puta no me cuquen. Lean los números pa' que se eduquen. Yo no hago canciones, hago himnos pa' que no caduquen. En este género yo fui un Hadouken. Ey, y se extinguieron como los dinosaurs. Antes que me apague se apaga el sol. Subimos y rompimos el ascensor. El prepa que les tiro Barbasol. Maldito conejo, ahora los miro de arriba y de lejos. Ey, no contesto DM, no. Hablen con mi manejo, pero él también va a pichar. Te juro que yo no me quise embichar. Ey, le metí a todos mis crush. Ya me aburraste chichar. Y yo así soy Milly sin usar Richard. Yankee se retira y vamos a switchar. Voy a ser el jefe, me van a fichar. Mi nombre por siempre se me escucha. Porque estoy en mi pick. Estoy en mi pick. Soy un rey, campeón, busca el ti. Estoy en mi pick. Estoy en mi pick. Mírame lo que me convertí. Le molesta mi premio de compositor, pero es que ya nadie compone. Ninguna de esta gente escribe en sus canciones, o no se emocionen. El disco más vendido de este puto año. Lo llevé para la escuela, todo el mundo tratando de hacerle secuela. Siguen en la fila, nadie se me cuela. Chequi Morena, Chequi Morena, Bad Bunny se llevó todos los premios y el cabrón ni fue. Ustedes pagando pa' irse virales, yo pegando temas sin hacerle promo. La gente se pregunta cómo, desde chamaquito, ¿sabes cómo somos? Nunca pido tenki. Yo soy Coco, usted es Baking. Busca el T tirándome un breaking. Estoy en mi pick, cabrón. Y voy a seguir en mi pick, cabrón. Ey, soy un rey, campeón. Busca el T, ey. Estoy en mi pick, ey. Y voy a seguir en mi pick, ey. Mírame, que tú qué, cabrón, tú eres feca.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Now, just to let's clarify this here on Pipebomb Radio. I did not pick that song. Darnell did that. You could blame him. Bad, Darnell. Bad. You got to take the mute off.
What are you talking about?
You picked that song for today's show.
No, I didn't. You the one that found out that was the song that was gonna perform it. So it was like, okay, you have no choice but to play that one.
We could have played something totally different than that bullshit.
Well, blame WWE for that. That's the one. That's the performance song for tomorrow. Okay.
It better not. It really better not. Why is Booker T has nothing to do with the Royal Rumble?
He's gonna do a live performance tomorrow at the Royal Rumble.
Oh my God! You know what? Wait, I have a track for that. By the way, I have a real good thing for Bad Bunny for tomorrow.
Go suck a dick, suck a motherfucking dick. Suck a huge or small dick.
Yep. Okay. So first match on the docket. Now this again has been. I'll try to read what Nick the Dutchman's saying here. Look up a band called Love Bites. All right, I will, Nick. I will. So apparently this match here has been an up and down thing, and some people have it on their card. Some of the people don't have it on their card. On certain wrestling shows this morning, they have the match listed. Women's Tag Team Championship. Asuka and Charlotte versus Nia Jax and the Bulldog Shayna Baszler. And yes, I say Bulldog because she looks like that on the promo poster for the match for Royal Rumble. 3 out of the 4 women on this match are doing double duty. Baszler, Jax, and Charlotte are going to be all in the Royal Rumble. And Asuka gets to sit around and double-click the mouse. Your comments on this match?
Matches like this seems strange, seems hard. Do they want to put the titles back on Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax? They might because they need to get the bet off Asuka. She is the Raw Women's Champion after all. I'm pretty sure they don't want her doing double duty when it gets to Mania.
Alex, your comments.
I have to agree with Darnell. I mean, really, what I don't understand is why exactly did they pair up Asuka and Charlotte Flair?
Because the original storyline was that Lana was supposed to do it. And as per usual, Nia Jax injures Lana. So in order to make the actual match work, for them win, for having Asuka's team win tag team gold, they threw Charlotte in there.
Okay. Good
They
point.
use Lana to bring Charlotte back.
Well, let's all also know the real reason why Charlotte left. She needed to get her boob fixed. Okay, just know that fact.
Oh, I already knew it.
I don't know. This is the way I kind of look at it.
She got more than that.
Well, she's a lot smaller now, so maybe she got more done.
No, she got engaged too. Why on her break?
Yeah, but not for anything. Rollins and the man got engaged. They didn't have to take a freaking break.
She was already pregnant, so
She didn't take a break though. They got engaged before the announcement of the fucking baby. So I don't see that taking a break thing as a reason. I will say this though. I see the titles changing. One.
and plus they need this feud between Lacey Evans and Charlotte to hit a whole nother high.
Well, here's my outlook at this. You give Baszler and Jax the belts back, even though it's a big mistake. I'm going to be honest with you, okay? Because Nia Jax just goes around injuring too many people. But that's besides the point. You either have now Charlotte and Lacey feuding still, or you set it up to where you know Charlotte's going to the Royal Rumble, and you possibly make Charlotte win the Royal Rumble to feud with Asuka, which gives us the same old shit story of Charlotte Flair winning against Asuka at WrestleMania.
One slight problem with your thought right there. Who won that last year?
Charlotte.
You really think they're gonna have a win it 2 years in a row?
AKA same old shit. You can't. Unfortunately, right now, until you get 2 or 3 more top people back in the women's division, you're gonna get so fed the same dog food every frickin' time. Because without Rousey there, who's still on contract till April 10th, which is day 1 or so of WrestleMania. Until you get the man back, you really have nobody top on the card. And unless they elevate somebody like a Rhea Ripley or Bianca Belair, what are you going to get fed? Asuka, Charlotte, that's it. So why not? Nick says Rousey is roided to the brim.
Well, we're all in agreement. We feel the title's gonna change hands.
But I just see that twist of them saying, okay, you know what? It's time to get that 2-belt bullshit off of Asuka. Because Asuka's only wrestling the tag team match. She's got 1 match. And you have double duty for Charlotte, you have double duty for Baszler, and you have double duty for Nia Jax. What a pant load. That's the way you look at it. And staying in the women's division. Match added as of this past Friday. I don't know why it was only added this Friday. The storyline's been going around for like a month and a half now. Sasha versus Carmella.
Because the idiots forgot to put it on there when they actually announced it the week before.
Still. Same old shit, WWE. Let's get Sasha versus Carmella.
Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Alex to blow up on this.
I don't know if I'm excited about this match or not. I mean, should I be, gentlemen?
You tell us.
I mean, I'm gonna watch the Royal Rumble, but as far as Sasha Banks goes, I guess one of the things that relieves me so much is that they actually let her hold the belt a little bit longer. They didn't make her drop it on her first title defense. But as far as Sasha Banks goes, I really get the feeling she's probably going to be the champion until at least WrestleMania.
Ooh.
I mean, I love Carmella. I do. I'm a huge fan, but I'm just not sure if I see her winning the title. I mean, I'm not sure if right now really is the proper time to put the belt back on her. I mean, eventually they're gonna have to put the belt back on her. I mean, Carmella is talented, and she, of course she's golden with the mic, but I just don't think now is really the proper time.
Just to reply to Nick in the comments, brother, I love you, but this is our version of male soap operas. That's why we watch it. Yes, I said male soap operas because there's not anything else we could watch that's really a soap opera. And we like to sit there and criticize and try to guess like the same way everybody else does.
Actually, Nick, they kind of are fighters. They're actually trained to fight. Those wrestlers undergo numerous hours of brutal, intense training. Just ask Ric Flair, a guy who was trained by probably the toughest American guy ever, a guy named Vern Gagne. Ask the guys like Ricky Steamboat, Sergeant Slaughter. They were all trained by that guy.
Well,
Lord knows the hell you go
That's
through.
Mick Foley. The reason why he's in the condition that he's in.
Yeah, ask Chris Rex, for God's sake. Chris Rex will tell you everything.
Rexy, we miss you, by the way.
Yeah, we miss you, Chad.
we miss you, bro. All right, so are you basically saying that we're going to stay with the Sasha Banks train, or excuse me, that wasn't a real soundbite, by the way. Are we going with the Carmella thing, or are we staying with Sasha?
I'm gonna go stay with Sasha, but whatever happens, I guess happens. But if you want my honest opinion, I just don't think now is the proper time to put the belt back on Carmella. But I do see it happening eventually. I just don't know when.
And the other really thing that I hate is the and I actually did watch the highlights from SmackDown last night after I got off the phone. It's not even like they're fighting even over the belt anymore. They're fighting over the valet, which is kind of like the worst fucking storyline ever. Oh, wait, no. Lacey Evans trying to date Ric Flair. That's the worst storyline ever.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, I was actually hoping you would say that, Ricky.
But they made it look like now they're fighting over Reginald.
By the way, Reginald is athletic as hell.
And he got a severe ass whooping from freaking Sasha Banks last week.
Nah, that wasn't so bad. All right. He was the star of that whole match.
Again, why? But we're talking about Sasha and Carmel for the SmackDown Women's title, not Reginald. Listen, I'm shouting it out right now. WWE, do me a favor. Contact me via email at ptfounder@gmail.com, and please have me come and write for you. After watching SmackDown last night, I thought it was the most pathetic go-home show before a pay-per-view ever. And I've been watching wrestling for a long time. That was a really, really bad go-home show going into a pay-per-view. A singles match turns into a 5 versus 4, 5 versus 5. Oh, let's bring out Braun Strowman. Yeah, that was the worst freaking time I can never get back in my life, ever. I really have you guys floored today, don't you?
No.
Nope.
No. I actually told you what happened last night, so.
Yeah, but then I had to go back and watch it. And, yeah, I was not, no, sorry.
See, he didn't take my word for it. Now he knows I was telling the truth now.
Well, I had to catch up, you know. I had 6 hours of phone calls last night. Is this Carmella's third opportunity to win the title? No, she's had previous ones. Remember, she actually was the women's champion.
No, I'm saying this is her third opportunity to beat Sasha Banks for the title.
Yes.
That's the tricky part for me. Usually when it comes to that third go around, it usually goes the opposite way.
Yeah, I really don't think they're gonna do anything with it.
If you don't believe me, what happened with Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton?
They had like 5 matches.
I'm saying Randy Orton got the third opportunity. He won the title. Then Drew McIntyre got it back, obviously.
I don't know. I'll just leave off this segment with this soundbite. That's all we have to say about that.
Stay tuned.
You know what? Since we kind of mentioned it before, and I think we have to get the. I fucked up the music, by the way.
No. Play the music, and then we'll talk about it. I know where you're going.
No, because we kind of mentioned him in the beginning, and I really should have played that as the second song. And now I'm going to end up playing it. Because I think at the next segment we're going to talk about the championship matches, and yeah. All right. I think we need to get a little bit of Mr. McMahon in here. So when we come back, we'll talk about the two championship matches. But first, a little bit of No Chance in Hell.
Don't go anywhere.
No chance, that's what you got. Up against a machine too strong. Pretty politicians buying souls for song puppets. Won't find their place in line. But I am straight, go rip your finger now, boy, 'cause it's just a matter of time. 'Cause you've got no chance. No chance in hell. 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 Come on, come and get it. Come on. Come on, come and get it. Come on. No chance. Yeah. No chance. No chance in hell. You've got no chance. No chance in hell. You've got no chance. No chance in hell. You've got no chance. No chance in hell.
I think I'm going to start using that as my theme.
Well, you better practice the power walk then, Ricky.
I would just be worried about blowing out my quads like he did. It's kind of hilarious, though, you know? Oh, man. It is Pipe Bomb Radio, and we are here on January 30th. Time currently is 4:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm talking UFC in the chat with Nick the Dutchman, and we are here with Darnell and Alex talking about the Royal Rumble 2021 pay-per-view.
I
All
got
right.
a question for Nick. Hey, Nick, is Arjen Robben the greatest Dutch soccer player of all time?
He may actually answer that. I have never actually talked football with Nick. I caught you, Alex. See? I caught you. Football.
Yeah.
Okay? See? I'm not totally American. He says
nope.
fuck no.
Who is it then? Is it Robin Van Persie, Wesley Sneijder?
I don't know. All right, let's get into the. All right, let's get into an actual match. He calls it soccer. I love that argument, but that's besides the point. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens.
Last man
Standing.
So give everybody the backstory on it, Darnell.
All right, so those of you who have been watching, we all know Kevin Owens had numerous opportunity. He felt all times because, Jey Uso gets involved and helps Roman Reigns. It's the bloodline. What the head of the table wants, the head of the table gets. Adam Pearce gave Kevin Owens another shot. Gets beat again. Roman Reigns has to teach him a lesson. Book a gauntlet match. They put Pearce in there. They beat up Shinsuke. They beat up Pearce. Pearce is put on top of Shinsuke. 1, 2, 3. Pearce is going to the Royal Rumble to face Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. But you can't have just a ordinary match to kick off, the first pay-per-view of the year, Ricky. You need to add a stipulation to it, all right? So how about no disqualification, no DQ match? Roman Reigns ain't feeling it. You know what he's feeling? He's feeling the last man standing match.
Which is virtually the same shit, except the match is not won by pinfall or submission. It's just a guy not answering the 10 count.
All right, Pearce gets to the ring, signs the contract. Roman Reigns looks at him, signs the contract. By the way, for those of you who are not familiar with the whole contract thing, or even how they make cards in general for wrestling, pay attention. Because I'm going to let Ricky say the line. All WWE contracts all say the same thing.
Cards
Pearce
subject
leaves
to
the
change.
ring. He's not feeling well. Something going on with his knee. But what does that contract say, Ricky, one more time?
Cards subject to change.
KO music hits. He signs the contract. And we're right back here again. Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, Universal title. This time we doing last man standing.
And here's where also I'm going to step in and say that they fucked the storyline up again. See, when normally, and this is in the rule books, the virtual rule books, nobody ever sees in sports entertainment or wrestling. And this is throughout every organization, whether it's NJPW, AEW, WWE, ICW, etc. The line goes on and on and on and on. Normally, when it is card subject to change, the person that's taken off of the actual match card does not perform for a period of time. What do they do the week after the contract signing? Adam Pearce versus Paul Heyman. Which legitimately goes by their rule of saying card subject to change because it's either a performer not showing up or unable to perform. And what is Adam Pearce doing the week after? Performing. Really?
I wish I told you to get that there clip where Paul Heyman said, "I'll whoop your ass." That was funny.
And top it all off, the week that they have their fucking Heyman versus Pierce thing, notice how there was no winner.
No, Roman Reigns comes out, whoops Pierce ass, and then Kevin Owens comes out and he stuns Roman Reigns. So
yeah, but what was the stipulation in that fight? Right, it was just a straight fight.
It never started.
Exactly my point. Bad booking.
It never started.
Bad booking. The only thing I will say throughout this entire rivalry is the mic work has been on point. And even
no
though...
doubt about that. No doubt about it.
But you know what? Like, Roman Reigns is still not a promo machine. But I will say Kevin Owens has always been, like, one of the best mouthpieces in WWE right now. That I can say.
And speaking of Kevin Owens, the last few years or so, I mean, like that charisma, the momentum he had, it's gone.
Not true. Not true. Because somebody who's supposed to be returning tomorrow, and the book is still out on that, when he had that feud with Seth Rollins, let me tell you, not only were the matches actually pretty good, all right, and Owens going overboard last year, jumping off of the logo onto Seth Rollins.
Injuring his damn self.
Yes, but you know what? It's a highlight moment that will live in infamy because he jumped off of the WrestleMania logo. And I got to tell you, like, I don't think he's lost steam. I think the fact is that, and it happens in sports entertainment so much, the character has kind of died down a little bit, only for the fact that it wasn't there fully to begin with. Case in point, Kevin Owens is one of those ones. If you go back, and I mean go back, before he was in NXT, you go back to the Ring of Honor days, that's the real Kevin Owens. The mic work is still there. The moveset's not there. So what do? You have to do one of those wow moments to keep yourself up there. And him jumping off the logo last year, wow moment. The matches he's had with Reigns have actually been pretty good, with the exception of all the interference. And I hate to say it, I don't think it's just going to be one Uso interfering this year. I think it's going to be two.
Oh, yep. He's saying Jimmy's coming back.
That's a great prediction. So the other Uso makes his return. Is that what you're saying, Ricky?
Yep, and then the Samoan Shield will be kind of complete.
I like it.
Yes, I said it, the Samoan Shield.
And you're right. I mean, that feud with Seth Rollins on Owens, you're absolutely right, honestly. And speaking of Sami Zayn, we haven't heard anything. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, that's long gone. It's like they don't even know each other anymore. You don't see them together anymore.
Well, at some point, they probably will. They'll reunite, but I don't think it's going to be in WWE. That I will tell you that right now, because Owens by himself is a powder keg. I like that. I like the fact that he doesn't have to rely on that pairing anymore. And not for nothing, the Sami Zayn thing, him looking like Fidel Castro, that shit's got to stop. I'm sorry. That Cuban gimmick is long gone. The motherfucker is Canadian.
And he's been buried for so long. There's no bringing him back at this point.
When they first brought him up from NXT, was phenomenal. Somewhere along the line, I think they lost Sami Zayn. And I do not like the Fidel Castro gimmick. Sorry.
Well, he got hurt in that match against John Cena in 2015 for the U.S. title in Montreal. He actually got hurt in that match.
Yeah, but even then, they still never pushed him when he was fully healed to begin with.
Yeah.
You kind of removed a little bit of the moveset still. They don't want to call it the Yakuza kick. Apparently, that's offensive.
Oh, you talking about the hula kick?
Yes. Because it's actually a Yakuza kick, not a freaking haluva kick.
I can't say that it's like straight like that. To me, when I see that, it's almost like a Street Fighter move.
I don't know, but they really do need to get that freaking.
So I gotta say it like if I'm playing Street Fighter.
So pretty much, this is what they say about Sami Zayn.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Exactly. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you guys are going to be like the same consensus. I think frickin' Reigns is going to still have the title.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I think Roman Reigns goes into WrestleMania as the champion.
Yeah.
All right. Should we play another song or should we go straight into the maniacal bullshit?
I mean, we got 7. You played 3, so we got 4 more songs?
Yeah, and we only have like 3 more matches to cover.
So yeah, you might as well play one.
All right. All right, we're going to go with Kevin Rudolph. I don't even know why. Again, Darnell, I hate you for playing this fucking song. I really do. That's why I edit those other 2. All right, we're taking a slight break. We'll come back with Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg. Next up on Pipebomb Radio.
I see your dirty face hide behind your collar, but it's done in vain. Truth is hard to swallow, so you pray to God to justify the way you live a lie, live a lie, live a lie. And you take your time, and you do your crime. Well, you made your bed, I made mine. Because when I arrive, I bring the fire, make you come alive. I can take you higher, what this is. Forgot, I must now remind you, let it rock, let it rock, let it rock. Now the son's disgraced, he who knew his father when he cursed his name, turned and chased the dollar, but it broke his heart, so he stuck his middle finger to the world, to the world, to the world. And you take your time, and you stand in line, where you'll get what's yours. I got mine. Because when I arrive, I'll bring the fire, make you come alive. I can take you higher, what this is. Forgot, I must now remind you, let it rock, let it rock, let it rock. Yeah, Wayne's World, Planet Rock, panties drop, and the top. And she gon' rock to the camera stop. I sing about angels like Angel Eye. Rock, and Pay My Life. Rock, and Samadai. Rock, and Amanda, and Tamara. Rock, I'm in here like, what's up, mechanic me? I can fix you up, I can pick you up, I can dig you down. Shawty, we could go wherever, just pick the town. And my jewelry is louder than an engine sound. Big egg rocks like on the ground. Dirty like socks that's on the ground. We say, because when I arrive, I'll bring the fire, make you come alive. I can take you higher, what this is. Forgot, I must now remind you, let it rock, let it rock, let it rock. Because when I arrive, I'll bring the fire, make you come alive. I can take you higher, what this is. Forgot, I must now remind you, let it rock, let it rock, let it rock. Just let it rock, let it rock, let it rock. Let it I'm back like I forgot something, I'm something. Rolling, rock, rubbing, rap, running. Miles like it's trying to get a flat stomach. Like Wayne, a personal trainer. My aim is perfect, yeah, period. Like the reminder. I wish I could be as cool as you. And I wish I could say the things you do, but I can't and I won't live a lie. No, not this time.
Kevin Rudolph played for the last time on Pipebomb Radio NYC.
You a damn lie.
What?
You a damn lie.
You know, we played this song once before at on one of our pay-per-view shows.
No, we did.
It was highlighted. My YouTube does keep the history.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Might have been SummerSlam then.
Probably. We're never playing him again.
Yes, we are.
All right, so, see, Kevin Rudolph started arguing. Because now we had an argument about the French in the chat. The only thing I will say is I like French as mustard. Anyway. All right. Alex, I'm starting with you on this. Goldberg versus McIntyre.
Yeah, okay. if they put the belt on Goldberg, that's already gonna make me mad. But Ricky, Darnell, you're gonna agree on this because when I say that if Drew McIntyre is squashed in a match, that, sir, is insult to injury. But according to Ricky, from what you told me, I believe yesterday, there is legitimate heat between the creative and writing team and Drew McIntyre. You said that, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
So that points out that it's very likely that Drew McIntyre is probably going to drop the belt. And it's a shame, too.
Which would mean he loses the belt twice in a matter of 3 months. Because
yeah, Nick, I'm actually a really cool guy, so yeah. I'm not a pain in the ass like most French people.
Wait, why do you have to be French to be pain in the ass? This I need to know.
I don't know. Well, in my experience, because in my experience, see, I'm French American, and me being like that, I know from experience, like if you don't address them, if you don't dress properly, whatever, yeah, they get on you. They get on you.
I'm a mutt, and I'm still a pain in the ass. Anyway.
Well, but the bottom line is they're assholes everywhere, not just France.
Darnell, your outlook on Goldberg and McIntyre.
Goldberg returns, gets a title match off rip. Usually that ends in Goldberg winning the title, just to drop it at WrestleMania, most likely. But what did they throw a swerve at everybody this go around?
Oh, more Money in the Bank bullshit?
Why would they swerve and actually keep the belt on Drew McIntyre?
Listen, the problem that I have with this is this, okay? And I'll go back to probably one of the worst pay-per-views I've ever seen.
You better not go to that damn pay-per-view. I'm tired of hearing about that damn pay-per-view.
You know those ones that they fly across the pond for?
Would you stop? That's the reason why I didn't go back and watch the match. Every time we bring up Goldberg, you keep going back to that damn match. Let that damn match go.
Well, the match where he knocked himself out by
No.
hitting his head on the turnbuckle?
The match that he had the epic with Undertaker and he dropped Undertaker on his fucking head.
That's the match he knocked himself out within the first minute of the match.
Okay?
That's why
he was already bleeding when he came to the ring, too.
Well, he runs his head into the lockers like a dickhead. I think I have a dickhead one. Wait, hold on. Do I have a dickhead one?
Oh my.
No, I don't think I have a dickhead one.
Good.
Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Get with it, dickheads.
There we go. Gordon Ramsay making multiple appearances on today's show. Listen, not for anything. If you're going to put legends in, at least put legends in that could perform. Okay? We all know Goldberg is not a match that's going to go anything more than 5 minutes. Plain and simple. Okay? He miraculously puts away the Fiend in like 3 minutes. Okay? The match with The Undertaker, train wreck. Last year, plain and simple, Strowman, the match doesn't last anything more than 3 minutes. Ongoing theme going on here. So, what is it going to be? 4 spears, 3 claymores? I don't know. I don't see it being anything more than, like, a bathroom break. A time for when you can go in, drop the Browns at the Super Bowl, and come back. That's basically what the match is going to be. Let's be honest. It's not going to be a 25, 30-minute barn-burning match as if it were like Michaels and Bret Hart. Okay? It's going to be a 3-minute shitter. Battle of finishers. That's what it's going to be. I'm sorry. I mean, what else can you really do with Goldberg? He's 53 years old, and now he's clumsy. Wait, he was clumsy before that. Strike that mark.
Yeah, keep in mind, that kick ended Bret Hart's career.
So,
Bringing that up.
well, again, but it's a part of the proven fact, though. Like, he's clumsy. I mean, Goldberg gets a lot of pop. Don't get me wrong, but he was never ever a real big technical guy from beginning till now. He only got the pop because of that big winning streak that they made him have, and even that was a little bit faulty in a lot of spots.
Faulty. Nobody even know about it.
Well, that's because that's the one thing that everybody forgets to bring up about the career of Goldberg. Oh, he won this world title. Yeah, the ultimately fake winning streak that he had. What was that, like 170 and something?
173, I think.
173, and they ended it in the most dumbasses way you can end this damn streak.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't that
98?
Wasn't that 98. A cattle prod incident?
Yeah.
Exactly. So this match might.
What is idea?
Again, maybe one of those things that maybe should have just been dropped with the Browns in the Super Bowl. Just saying. I'm very evil today. I got a lot of this going on in my head.
Rice and beans!
There we go.
What the?
Rice and beans!
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to another song. We got up here Switchfoot, Dark Horses, as we go into the women's and men's Royal Rumble matches.
See my heart cave in. I got my scars. I've been to hell and back again. Born for the blue skies. We'll survive the rain. Born for the sunrise. We'll survive the pain. We're singing, hey, you can't count us out. We've been running up against the crowd. Yeah, we're the dark horses. We're singing, wait, it's not over now. We've been down, but we've never been out. Yeah, we're the dark horses. Found a way out. The city takes everything it can, but outside the crowds, I can feel my lungs again. Run for the blue skies. We'll survive the rain. Born for the sunrise, we'll survive the pain. We're singing, hey, you can't count us out. We've been running up against the crowd. Yeah, we're the dark horses. We're singing, wait, it's not over now. We've been down,
into it. Dark Horses, as we are back for the Royal Rumble preview show. Myself, the Playmaker, Bearman, Alex, and Ricky. Alex.
Yo.
Royal Rumble. 2 matches. One female wrestler, one male wrestler will win the opportunity to go to WrestleMania. We're going to start off with the women's match. What are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? Well, I don't even know where to start. But I've noticed so far Nikki Cross is not in the Women's Royal Rumble, but I'm sure she'll be. But as far as the Women's Royal Rumble goes, imagine if Natty wins it. How great would that be?
At it, Natalia.
Yep. Bret Hart's niece.
You picked Natalia.
I didn't say I picked her. I said imagine if she does win.
By the way, she's in a matchup with Tamina to see who will get the last entry to the Royal Rumble. How nice. And you can catch that on the FS1 special of WWE Backstage. But let's see who we got. Charlotte Flair. We got Shayna Baszler. We got Nia Jax. We got Bianca Belair. We got Bayley. We got Alexa Bliss. Just to throw a few names out there, Alex.
A lot of exciting names.
Who knows who's going to show up from NXT? Who knows what legends will be back for this match? But only one can get the opportunity to headline WrestleMania.
Of course, the $1 million question. Who's it gonna be?
Who you got?
I'm really beating up myself right now because I really don't know who really the pick can be, but I don't have to go. Maybe I guess Charlotte. I mean, right? Who else could have who could have more potential than Charlotte?
He's going Charlotte. Back to back, the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Ricky.
Okay. This is my perspective on the Women's Royal Rumble. 17 spots available. 17. Which means half the Royal Rumble is not even announced for the women's spot. I am going to say on a twisted side, as you hear my car probably starting in the background. There are going to be call-ups from NXT. And I think that's going to fill out half of that. Maybe 3/4 of that 17 people right there. You're going to see people like Mickie James, pointless, just a freaking pop spot. Okay? Maybe you might see Tori Wilson again. Same old shit. Really, I got to say that maybe it's got to be people like Toni Storm. You're obviously going to see Bianca Belair in there. Nobody mentions her. You got probably maybe like a Shotzi Blackheart maybe in there. You're going to see a Candice LeRae in there. Because one thing that they normally do, and they haven't really been doing, is you haven't seen any takeovers with the last few pay-per-views. So you're going to want to see some of those NXT people in there. That would kind of fill it all out. And as much as I kind of push the whole Charlotte Flair, same old shit thing after that, I think it's going to be the dawning of a new era and the new call-up to probably Raw. And I'm actually going to go with a real big dark horse on this one. Either a Raquel Gonzalez or a Rhea Ripley. And if it goes to Rhea Ripley, because you now have not seen her after that last women's standing match, that's the call-up that you're going to have.
All right.
But know the fact.
Very well said.
But know
So
the
the
fact
two
that
women
though
that
that 17 spots are not filled.
So the two women that made history for NXT at WrestleMania last year has been the first two picks.
And here's another real bad point that I look at for the Women's Royal Rumble. Number 30 has always been a surprise. This year, WWE kind of botched it a little bit. Because earlier in the week, they were going to have two matches on Backstage for the 30th entrant on the Royal Rumbles. Now, I will say, I'm not a fan of either Natalya or Tamina being number 30. Neither of them have been relevant, and I don't see them pushing older superstars to be the number 30th entrant in the Royal Rumble. Hands down, drop the ball. I don't want to know who the 30th entrant is. Those stipulations of the 30th entry have been gone for about 5 years now. No reason to have a match for the 30th entrant, especially Natalya or Tamina. And if she comes out calling herself the Boat again, I'm going to be like, ship out to fucking sea and hit an iceberg. A.K.A. the Titanic.
So Alice is going for the Queen to make it consecutive years. Ricky wants to throw in there Rhea Ripley in there, which I hate you so much because I love Rhea Ripley. And for you to throw her name in there, I want to punch you.
Well, you know what? I hate to say it. They need new blood. I'm tired of the same old shit. I really am. And it's an ongoing theme throughout WWE now for years. This is where the creative team needs to get better and pushing some of that younger talent up to see if they can handle the spotlight. Yeah, they can handle the spotlight in NXT, but can they handle it on the Raw and SmackDown?
The funny thing is, Alice went for somebody from Raw. You went for somebody from NXT. So, and guess who? And guess what brand I'm going for?
SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know who you're picking, but go ahead.
Do you?
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Because, I mean, as Ricky just said, right? Ricky, did you forget it's a couple of them that's already on the main roster that haven't gotten pushed yet, but it's coming.
I think he's going with Bianca Belair.
Yeah, damn right.
Then I was right. Yeah, I knew. Yeah.
And for that,
it's a good pick, though. It's a really good pick.
And for that, I'll give you the special cheer.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
I can't stand you.
I said I was going to add some fucking soundboards to this fucking show.
But yes, I got to go Bianca Belair. She has done well where she has been at.
And the way the only way I can really say the Royal Rumble ends is if both face champions are available. So if it somehow ends up being Carmella winning against Sasha Banks, then it's got to be a face. Because you can't have face versus face at WrestleMania. That just doesn't work. I mean, we saw that way back when we had matches like Bulldog versus Bret Hart, two faces at the time. It was a great match at Wembley with 93,000 people, but I don't think that's something in a way that the direction of WWE is going to go. But also, think of this, and it may be the weirdest twist out of all of it, that you may actually possibly see Bayley win the Royal Rumble. Throw that out there for a second. Because then you'd have probably either another Sasha Banks versus Bayley at WrestleMania, which, if they do it correctly, could tear the house down. The way they did at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, by the way. That would actually be pretty good. But I think those 3 picks are solid, though. All right. Men's Royal Rumble. This is where it gets dicey. Do we have all of the confirmations for the men's side?
Don't think so, but
No, not all of them.
let's just go back to how how SmackDown ended. So we started off with Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles, obviously 2 men who have done just about everything that you could do in the wrestling industry except win the Royal Rumble. Y'all 2 have a one-on-one match. Miz and Morrison gets involved. By the way, how the freak Miz got that damn money in briefcase back is beyond me.
Because the stipulation was not done correctly.
I don't give a crap.
That's exactly the way it is. The stipulation was not done correctly. He himself did not cash it in. Morrison cashed it in.
You shouldn't even been in the match then.
Okay, we do have an actual list of guys entered in the Royal Rumble. And somebody please count, because I can guaranteedly tell you it's not a full setup.
Man, I could probably get you. So Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles,
You
Morrison,
have
Big E.
Orton, Edge, Styles, Big E, Daniel Bryan, Sheamus, Jeff Hardy, Bobby Lashley, Jey Uso, Cesaro, Miz, Morrison, Otis, Sami Zayn, Nakamura, Dolph Ziggler, and Mustafa Ali.
This still got spots to fill.
And as I kind of look at this list, and it's very hard to read because they put it with fucking highlighted names instead of just black and white. Thank you, WWE, for making people blind.
Only you.
So far, there's guys on this list that should be in there probably, and they're not on this list. Bobby Roode, not on the list. I'm pretty sure unless they somehow are planning to throw matches in, SmackDown Tag Team titles could be mentioned.
No, because ain't nobody challenging them.
Bobby Lashley could have a match somewhere pre-show, do double duty. Because it looks like now that the Raw roster, the roster itself, with only having the 5 matches, is very small.
I think the rest are surprises. But speaking of surprise entrances, this is not a predicted winner, guys, but this is a predicted return. You guys want to know who that would be?
Who would that be?
I'm calling it Seth Rollins returns at the Royal Rumble.
I wouldn't be shocked on that because they've already dropped the ball that 5 weeks ago he was supposed to show back up on SmackDown. And, that name faded into the distance.
And as far as a legend appearance, I think dude, imagine if the Big Show came into this match.
Well, the other thing is that I look at the list here, and obviously Strowman's not on the list. So either they didn't freaking confirm him for Rumble, or they're just going to throw him in miraculously.
No, he's on the run.
Well, imagine this: Big Show's in the Royal Rumble, dominates for a while, and then Braun Strowman comes in. They have the face to face, and then Braun Strowman eliminates him.
So if that's the case, you technically have 18 spots filled for Royal Rumble, which means there's 12 mystery spots.
It's a tough concept, but yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
The excitement's building in me. The adrenaline's flowing. I can't talk.
You don't start off with AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. Then you have Daniel Bryan, Big E, Shinsuke, then Cesaro, AJ Styles, and who was the other one?
Cesaro?
No, it was Cesaro, AJ Styles, and it was one other person. Trying to remember. Because Miz and Morrison, they didn't come into the other people came in. And then Sheamus, out of nowhere, shows up on SmackDown. And then Braun Strowman cleans everybody out. So, yes, Braun Strowman is in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but see, I hate to say it, I think with the Worldwide Bastard running around, you probably will not see very many special entrants into the Royal Rumble. For example, like we mentioned in the beginning of the show, Brock Lesnar is not scheduled to appear at the Royal Rumble. That may be a possibility. I could definitely tell you Kurt Angle is not going to be part of it. He is ready for, I think, like his 7th neck surgery. So you probably won't see him. Man, I'd love to see somebody like Carlito in there.
What's up with you and Carlito?
Because I spit in the face of people who do not want to be cool.
Okay, but if Carlito appears, is he a heel or a face?
Don't matter. He ain't going to last that damn long.
He's going to last 5 minutes. That's exactly it. He's going to last like 5 minutes.
He delivers a couple of backstabbers and he's thrown out. Right?
No, he just spits in somebody's face and then they throw him out.
Or at that, he get his ass RKO'd.
Well, here's the kicker to this, because we all know Randy Orton is not winning the Royal Rumble. I put my stamp on that right now.
Speaking of surprises, I have a bad feeling somebody's about to return.
Yeah, but he's not going to be an entrant into the Rumble. He's going to prevent from winning the Rumble.
It don't matter. If he shows up tomorrow, the Raw roster better be on lookout because it's going to be hell to pay.
Well, I want to see what this new mask is going to look like. I heard it's supposed to be like have devil horns on it and shit.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I heard it's supposed to be a pretty sick mask, so just know that. I might pop out of my chair when frickin' Bray Wyatt shows up.
The Fiend.
I don't see very many legends. If we see somebody like a shriveled up RVD show up, baby pop.
They better not pull RVD.
Again, like I'm saying it, like whoever's available in the state of Florida will be there. And for all those that think that John Cena may show up, that's not happening either.
No way.
Well, no, it's not the fact that we, that first off wouldn't be just pretty sick that he just shows up. But he's currently in Canada filming a movie. And because of the quarantine rules, he would not be available for Royal Rumble tomorrow.
Oh, Canada.
And I hate his new hairdo, by the way. He looks like a pretentious little bitch.
Yeah, the Doctor of Thugonomics, all that, yeah, it's gone.
But I also, surprisingly enough, now you haven't seen Keith Lee in like 2 weeks. 3 weeks, actually. You haven't seen him.
Ooh, that's a damn good point.
That's a possibility.
That's a damn good point.
I'll be honest with you. I see maybe 5 guys coming up from NXT, and they're on the verge of being called up, if not already on the list to be called up. Damian Priest would be one.
Yeah.
Because I think he's kind of run his course after having his match with Cross.
That was a damn good match.
You may see a guy like Tommaso Ciampa coming back.
No.
He had pop. He did have pop. when he was
No,
on Raw?
I'm saying no because he is still in the Dusty Classic. So
Yeah, but when they had War Games, Kevin Owens was on Raw, and he went into War Games. So I don't give it that doubt.
I'm saying, as far as calling up, he ain't call up like right away.
The Dusty Classic's almost over, which is scary.
Because if we're going by your theory, then a whole group might get called up then.
Well, think of it this way. Usually all of the main call-ups happen around WrestleMania anyway. But the roster is lacking any, talent at this point. You may see the Street Profits in this thing. Obviously, they don't have anything to do for the show.
Angelo Dawkins, I don't see Montez doing anything.
But again, it's a fill-in spot.
Angelo Dawkins, yeah, I can see Angelo in there.
And for once, if it's not because of the creative team, it being Edge or Daniel Bryan, I actually probably do see somebody like a Bobby Lashley winning. As much as I would love to see a Big E push, they're not doing it right now.
See, it's the thing. Bobby Lashley should have had a Royal Rumble victory by now. He should have been the champion by now.
It better not definitely be Mustafa Ali.
Hell no.
No way.
Hell no.
But out of this list right now, who would you say potentially wins the Royal Rumble?
Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Because I have to think whoever wins the Royal Rumble is going for Roman Reigns.
I look at it this way. If Daniel Bryan wins the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania is his last go. If Daniel Bryan wins, WrestleMania is his last match. And he's not winning.
That's just how I'm looking at this year. Whoever wins it, they pointing their finger at Roman Reigns.
I'm not. I'll be honest with you. I don't like any of these guys as a matchup right now.
You don't, but this isn't how I feel. Whoever wins is picking Roman Reigns.
But is your winner beating Roman Reigns at WrestleMania?
Daniel Bryan? No.
No.
And if it's Edge, I don't see him going for Reigns. I'll be dead serious on that. Pound for pound, you can go for any champion you want.
So,
but
if Edge wins, I don't see Goldberg winning the title then, because that don't make no sense.
Yeah, Edge and Goldberg at WrestleMania. I mean, that's not. There's no excitement in that, is there?
Yes, but if we go on the theory that you still have McIntyre there, and then you have Edge standing at WrestleMania, that's actually not a bad thing, and both guys can work. The only thing is you technically will have another mainstream guy, a main worker, versus another legend. That's how you look at it. If you have both of them on the creative team, which is sad to say that I actually know this. If you have both of them on the creative team and you go to schedule Bryan or Edge to win the Royal Rumble, then the championship matches have to have been already predetermined before it goes off. And if the Women's Royal Rumble is leading it off, you know the Men's Rumble is finishing the night. The championship matches are going to be sandwiched somewhere in between.
Yep.
No argument there.
I wonder if Kevin Owens going to do double duty.
Probably not. Probably not. And again, it's a last man standing match. The only way Owens somehow makes the Rumble is if the SmackDown Championship match is the first or second match of the night. Now, mind you, again, a lot of these guys here could possibly work a match before this. If you really want to think about it, you could probably throw in maybe 2 matches on the pre-show and then have these guys work the Rumble later. Because, again, as we usually say, cards subject to change. I wouldn't be surprised if you see maybe on the pre-card a Bobby Lashley defense of the U.S. title and then him showing up in the Rumble later.
No.
I'm serious.
No.
I do not doubt it. I do
No.
not doubt it.
That I already know who he has to defend it against. That would be a waste of time.
Again, filler.
That would be stupid.
Because they're just not going to have these 5 matches. What are they going to do during the pre-show?
And the funny thing is, you might be right, but it'd be a dumb mistake to have Matt Riddle actually go through all that on Raw and then, all of a sudden, oh yeah, your match is on Royal Rumble all of a sudden. What? No.
Matt Riddle's not even listed in the frickin' Rumble. He's not even listed. Think of that for a second.
That's why I said WWE is known for doing stupid stuff like that.
And 2 weeks ago, they had guys working double matches. Hardy wrestled 2 matches in 10 minutes. When he went against Elias and frickin' Jackson Riker. So why would they not have like a guy like Lashley run through frickin' Riddle pre-show and then have him in the Rumble?
Damn WWE, y'all better not do that.
I'm telling you, that's how they roll these days.
With so many spots still left open, it's really hard to come up with a prediction, isn't it?
It just leaves it open to surprise who they're going to fill in the spots. But I really don't think you'll see very many surprise entrants like Legends come back for this. Like, God forbid they put Booker T in the fucking Royal Rumble. I'll turn it off right there and then.
They might as well. If you gonna do a song with the man name, man, you might as well put him in a damn Royal Rumble match.
Again, the same theme, SOS.
By the way, they doing their show tonight, so he'll be free tomorrow.
Oh, he's not on the pre-show panel?
He might be on the pre-show panel, but they doing backstage tonight, so
I know who's going to end up in the Royal Rumble. Jeff Jarrett.
Oh God.
Because he's been around a lot lately on the pre-shows.
Yes, he has.
I mean, he looks old as fuck, but...
Exactly.
All right. We have like 1 song left, right? Or 2?
I don't even know how many songs we played so far. I don't lost count.
We actually have 2 songs left.
2.
Yes. We have 2 songs left.
Well, I know the one that I picked. I know there's one more that I picked that didn't get played yet. That was gonna be my ending.
Which ending?
The end of the show.
Well, we have 2 Chains and Rise Against left.
Yeah, you picked one and I had picked one. I know which one I picked and I know which one you picked.
Yes. So, all right. We're going to play one more song. And then, this is a new thing. I'm throwing it on top of you. Okay? A fantasy Royal Rumble. Okay? Current, past, dead. We make our own Royal Rumble and then put together a winner. That cool?
That's too many people to think of.
That's why we put people on the spot. Coming
On
up
the
to
spot.
on the spot, because that's how we roll. We got to make things more fun.
More fun.
Yes, more fun. All right. We're going to play Rise Against Drones, and when we come back, our fantasy Royal Rumble picks.
Deep inside these burning buildings, voices die to be heard. Years we spent teaching a lesson we ourselves had never learned. And if strength is born from heartbreak, then mountains I could move. And if walls could speak, I pray that they would tell me what to do. If you see me, please just walk on by, walk on by. Forget my name and I'll forget it too. Failed attempts at living simple lives, simple lives. All would keep me coming back to you. No signs of life here, save the embers. The occasional flame. We know the way but can't remember. Conception to the grave. Jump confessions from the greatest heights where no one can hear. All my fears, my insecurities are falling like tears. If you see me, please just walk on by, walk on by. Forget my name and I'll forget it too. Failed attempts at living simple lives, simple lives. All would keep me coming back to you. The drones all slave away. They're working overtime. They serve a faceless queen. They never question why. Disciples of a god that neither lives nor breathes. But we have bills to pay. Yeah, we have mouths to feed. And if you see me, please just walk on by, walk on by. Forget my name and I'll forget it too. Failed attempts at living simple lives, simple lives. All will keep me coming back to you. I'm coming back to you.
Here we are live here on Pipebomb Radio NYC, January 30th, the day before the 2021 Royal Rumble, WWE, and we're up to the final segment of the show. Fantasy Royal Rumble picks. Now, we will build half of the Royal Rumble with 5 picks. One of your picks must be a novelty. So you could pick like a Knucklebull Schwartz, just a weird comedy act that you could put in the Royal Rumble. So Alex, I'm going to start with you. I'm putting you on the spot first because you're very knowledgeable. Pick 5 guys, current, past, or deceased, to be in the Royal Rumble.
All right. And this can be from any generation.
Any generation known to man.
All
And
right.
it's not necessarily WWE. You can build one actually using wrestlers from other organizations or territories.
All right. Well, that makes the challenge even more, and I love that. So, number 1, let's go Maxwell Jacob Friedman
Very interesting pick.
as the number 1 pick. How about that?
The number 1 pick.
If he
the biggest asshole in wrestling.
Hey, well, if he likes to say I'm better than you and you know it. Well, if you're better than anyone and you know it, then you're entering number 1, buddy.
Ooh, he's putting him in at the number 1 spot.
I would say, hey, Maxie, go prove that you're better than everyone else.
Darnell, you get the next pick for the Royal Rumble.
So pretty much, I have to pick the person who has to start the matchup against MJF.
Yes, indeed.
Let's see. I got the perfect person. Give me Darby Allin.
Ooh. Knowing the fact that we're rating the AEW roster right now. All right, I'm actually going to stay in the WWF. And I think he was a very underutilized character. I'm going with Big John Studd.
The winner of the 89 Royal Rumble.
Yeah, boy. You know it. Imagine that lineup right there. MJF, Darby Allin, and go old school Big John Studd. That right there alone is a tough 3 to begin with. Darnell, write this down, by the way.
Hold on.
This is going to be nuts. I'm gonna love putting this one in the bio.
You really?
I am. I'm going to put it in the bio for the show. So, okay. So now we have MJF, Darby Allin, Big John Studd. Fantasy pick goes to Alex.
All right, let's see. And now we're at entry number 4. Let's see. New Jack.
Ooh. With weapons or without weapons?
Oh, with weapons. Okay, there's no rule in the Royal Rumble that you cannot bring weapons in. Okay, and let me picture it like this: Big John Studd is down, as is Darby Allin. Okay, MJF has a huge smile on his face, and he's literally saying, "Next guy out." All of a sudden, you hear "Natural Born Killers" by Dr. Dre and Ice Cube. Here comes New Jack, and then all of a sudden, rarely we see a look of fear on the face of Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Yeah, he'd be shitting in his freaking plaid underwears. Darnell.
So entry. We got MJF, Darby Allin, Big John Studd, New Jack.
Yeah, and your pick next. Number five.
Number five. All right, so this is where we get interesting at, okay? Because, Ricky, you want to go Big John Studd, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keith Lee.
Ooh. Wow. Number 6. This is a list, man. This is going to be a big list. I may have to go older. I may really have to go older on this one. Because you know what? I think he'd be perfect for the Royal Rumble. Bruno Sammartino.
I knew it. I knew your ass was going to say him.
Because let me tell you, that guy's a fucking stamina machine. That guy's a stamina machine. Like, he would go pretty far in the Royal Rumble if we would have put him into something like that now. Wow, that front 6 is bastard, man. Holy shit. Alex, pick number 3.
Now I'm going to go old school like you, Ricky. Let's go with the dude who's got the best in-ring talk segment of all time, Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Oof.
And he comes in, and I'm gonna make things a little bit special. He comes in with something in his hand, but he's hiding it. He comes in, and of course, MJF, being the guy that he is, the arrogant dude, tries to outshine Piper. But then Piper, all of a sudden, smashes Maxwell Jacob Friedman in the head with a coconut.
Oh.
And then, how about? Are we talking eliminations too?
Well, we're building it. I would love to simulate this Royal Rumble. And actually, I'm going to leave this out on my page and the Pipebomb page. Not only a mystery pick to fill out the rest of the 15, but then do an analysis on who would win.
Okay.
So this is an ongoing 24 or 48-hour process.
So pretty much no eliminations yet, right?
No eliminations. Full ring at 6 people.
I'm about to hurt Crit. I'm about to hurt Alice right here. You ready for this?
I was gonna suggest the first elimination right here. He gets smashed with a coconut, and then he gets tossed out by Bruno Sammartino.
Nope. You know why? You know why? Because my pick at number 8 is gonna save MJF.
Oh Jesus Christ!
And he gonna come out to his own music, which is Judas, Chris Jericho.
Oh, wow! So we have already 4 AEW guys in the match. 4.
Nope, 3. Only 3. Only 3. Only 3 from AEW.
Well, technically, you have 4.
Who's the 4th one?
I really need like a power guy to come in, even though I've got Big John Studd there. Brian Cage. Brian Cage. That would be just nuts because at this point right now, you don't have very many powerhouses in there. And that's what they usually do. They have to mix up a powerhouse like every other 5 guys. So Brian Cage being in there would be nuts.
John Studd, Keith Lee. Bruno Sammartino was a powerhouse.
He wasn't, he was built like one, but he's not like in the Vince McMahon mold of like having the big, burly, muscular dudes in there.
All right.
Alex for pick 4.
You get us to the 1/3 mark of this match.
Well, let me start off by saying, in the words of Jim Ross, business is about to pick up because at entry number 10, as soon as that bell sounds like the next entrance, boom, there's an explosion, and then here comes Kane in the mask.
Which mask?
The mask from the Attitude Era.
The Big Red Machine.
And I'm gonna add a little humor. He comes out to the ring with Pete Rose's Cincinnati Reds jersey, indicating that he just got done torturing Pete Rose again.
Fuck that. He beats up the chicken.
So he comes out with a chicken mask.
He comes out holding a bloody chicken head.
All right.
Okay. So we got MJF. We got Darby Allin. Then you got your Big John Studd, your legend in there. We need a pop, right?
Yeah.
We need a pop right here, okay? Eddie Guerrero.
I'm gonna go with another pop right after that one. I'm going with another pop right after that one. The Ultimate Warrior.
Oh yeah.
Pop back to pop. Viva la Raza, and then the fucking Ultimate Warrior theme. That would generate so much energy in the building. Ooh.
You might as well do all 30, man.
Listen, at this point right now, nobody's really done a gimmick. So just don't forget that you have to have a gimmick.
So you might as well do all 30, dude.
What are we up to? 12?
Yep.
So technically, we all have one more pick with 15 people left.
Yeah, I know. So you might as well do all 30.
What's pick number 5, Alex?
Let's see. We're gonna take things to the well, we've already gone to the extreme since New Jack's in, but this entrance, New Jack is gonna look up on the stage and actually say, "Holy shit!" Because here comes, bang bang, Cactus Jack. And Cactus Jack comes out with his own arsenal of weapons too. So business picked up already, but now business is getting extreme.
This list is nuts.
So you said we need a gimmick, right?
Yeah, you got to make sure you have a gimmick.
What kind of gimmick can it be any type of gimmick?
Well, depending on your gimmick, my gimmick is next. And it's actually a pretty funny one.
So you going funny, right?
Oh, I'm going fucking hilarious.
He's going hilarious. I'm going creep you out.
Oh, he's going boogeyman.
Yep.
All right. You're going boogeyman. This is my fifth pick. It's a gimmick. It's fucking hilarious.
You better not say Doink the Clown.
It is Doink the Clown with the 4 midget doinks. All 4 midget doinks surround the ring.
People, you see why me and Ricky are great together. We already know what each other's going to pick.
Imagine that. Doink the Clown comes out. He's got the little midget doinks with him, right? They surround the ring. Everybody goes to reach for one of the midgets, and they pull out the flower spray. That would be fucking hilarious. Imagine MJF getting splashed in the face with water from a flower. That would be great.
I mean, he's already been smashed in the head with a coconut.
Perfect. Love the gimmick. Love it. All right, do we really do the next 15? Because I do have another 5.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I really do have another 5.
I'm having fun, fellas. I'm having fun.
All right, go for it, Alex. Pick number 6.
All right. You know what? To hell with it. Since Cactus Jack was my last pick, this time it's Terry Funk.
Ooh. 800-year-old Terry Funk. Wow.
No, this is Terry Funk in his prime.
Is it the ECW days, or is it the before that, the NWA days?
I'm going to go with a combination of NWA, ECW, and Japan. So this is a Terry Funk that we've never seen before. So now we got New Jack, we got Cactus Jack, and then we got Terry Funk. So now there's blood in that. Yeah, so I guess we could say somebody's probably bleeding already in the match. It's probably New Jack.
Your turn, Darnell.
So I got my gimmick out the way. My gimmick is out the way. So we get. You know, when you have a Warrior Rumble, you gotta have that guy that makes you think it could be his year, just because of who he is and what he can do. It gotta be his year. Kofi Kingston.
See, now you're making me switch my draft picks.
I'm just saying, you gotta have that one guy who you be like, he gotta do it. He's too good at this to not win it.
You're making me switch my draft picks. Oh, man. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to switch it. I'm shouting you out, brother. You better fucking reach out to me because I want to either talk to you or interview you because you're from Brooklyn, you motherfucker. The human suplex machine, Taz.
Brian Cage and Taz is in the Royal Rumble.
Yes, but I want the raw, early Taz.
Bearman.
Pick number 7.
All right. Let's see. All right. Obviously, you hear a gunshot and glass breaking. Guess who's coming out, guys?
Oh, it's just Stone Cold.
Yes, sir.
The roof has exploded.
Oof.
The roof has exploded.
Darnell?
Oh, we at 20. 2/3 of the way here.
Yeah.
Now this is where in the point where you pick your most winners right here. Alex just started a pick early. Triple H.
And he didn't even make my draft list, by the way. He did not make my draft list. Since I had to switch it around before, and he's just as, like, the earlier version, not the version now. Shelton Benjamin.
Ooh. Oh. You're learning. You're getting it. Another guy, you be like, it can be his time. It can be his time. Can he do it?
Yep. That's what you got to go, man. This is why it's a fantasy Royal Rumble.
Alex.
All right. Man.
The nitty-gritty with the last three picks.
All right, get ready to laugh, gentlemen, because guess who's coming out next?
He said laugh, so this is his gimmick.
Oh, boy.
Chris Rex is coming out now.
Oh. That's like pick what, 22, 23?
22.
Yeah.
Wow. Rexy coming out
Rex.
at 22.
I mean, two guys have won the Royal Rumble with number 22. Chris could be number 3.
Why you put Chris Rex in that position, man?
Because he's a wrestler and he deserves respect. Chris Rex was once part of Raven's flock.
I gotta change my pick because I can't do Rex like that.
Oh, curveball thrown.
I can't. Oh Lord, Rex gonna kill me. Rex gonna kill me for this.
Oh boy.
Actually, no. I'm gonna switch it up. Adam Cole, baby.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Oh, man. See, now I have to go. I have to now pick with Adam Cole there. But I need a guy that does a lot of finishers. It's got to be a guy that does a lot of finishers.
It's only 2 of them that you can pick.
No, one. Well, a guy that could snap off finishers like left and right.
I gotta say, it's only 2 you can pick. Which one you going with?
I'm not going with Orton, and I'm not going with Edge. I can tell you that right now. I've seen way.
I wasn't thinking Edge.
I'm thinking of.
Let me put it to you like this: does he have a relationship with somebody that's already in the Rumble?
No. See, this is a rough decision. This is like draft time, man. Like I'm on the clock.
You is on the clock.
I'm pulling another gimmick. Fuck it. It works. And he stays in longer than any appearance he's ever had in the Royal Rumble. Santino Marella. He just goes around cobraing everybody in the ring. There it goes.
He picks Santino Marella.
Yes, Santino Marella in the 23 spot. Or 24 spot, or whatever the fuck the spot is.
He picks Santino Marella. All right,
Marella.
Okay, since Ricky put it that way, Santino Cobras everybody. All right.
You finna do it.
I'm going to go old school again. Bruiser Brody.
Oh.
You had to get him in there, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, hey, he deserves respect. He was murdered, for God's sake.
You had to get him in there.
Hey, Bruiser Brody's episode of Dark Side of the Ring, man, that one really hit.
You're on the clock, D. I think after my pick, we have like 2 left. 2 left each.
We got 2 left, huh?
Yeah, after this pick, it's down to the nitty gritty. The last 6 picks.
Okay. So this is my third to last pick. I gotta do it. What is the 26th pick?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta do it. I have to do it. The Undertaker.
My next one's New Japan. My next one is New Japan. Switchblade Jay White. Gotta go there. Alex, second to last pick.
That's what I tell you, that's the last pick.
It's his last. It's the last pick.
Last pick for Alex.
Oh,
a guy who stood up for wrestling that apparently, and it ruined his career. Dr. D. David Schultz.
Wow. This is a really, really big Rumble.
So now we're going to see who the bigger heel is. Is it MJF or Dr. D. David Schultz?
Darnell.
29. So many people I can pick at 29. But guess what?
What?
There's only one person that I can pick as my last pick. Dustin Brony beating, pie eating, trailblazer, eyebrow raising, The Rock.
I'm going with a heavyweight for my last pick. I'm going with a heavyweight, and all I'm going to do is going to play a few seconds of his theme music because he was one that really should have won a Royal Rumble.
The World Wrestling Federation, for over 50 years, the revolutionary force in sports entertainment.
Yokozuna, baby.
Well, he did win the Royal Rumble in 1993.
He should have won it more. That man, as big as he was extremely freaking agile. That man should have won a ton more than what he did. And he was also never a face.
He was always, briefly.
Again, briefly, but he was always a heel. But that
bonsai.
That rounds out a fucking massive fucking 30 fucking fantasy Royal Rumble.
Yeah, no shield.
No Reigns, no Rollins, no Hogan, no Mr. Perfect, no Bret Hart, no Randy Orton, no Edge.
Goldberg.
No Goldberg. God. That is massive. Reinforce the ring on that one. All right. 2 hours, 10 minutes in. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Any final comments? We'll start with Darnell first.
So, Royal Rumble, first pay-per-view of the year. See how things go, how things develop, because it's the road to WrestleMania. So, let's see what WWE plans to get us there, and if we agree with it or not.
Alex?
It's been fun being here today, and I will watch WrestleMania. Well, yeah, but I will watch the Royal Rumble. You got to forgive me, y'all. The adrenaline's pumping. The excitement has built.
All I say is this. Darnell will keep everybody updated on the Pipebomb radio pages for all of the picks. We will be putting out our Fantasy Royal Rumble listing and then have everybody list to it. I'm going to probably post it on my page as well. Yeah. Thanks for everybody tuning.
By the way, y'all can catch this recording this tomorrow on the Playmakerz blog page and all the platforms that we are on. So if you didn't catch us live today, you can catch us tomorrow.
And we will probably be chiming in on the Pipebomb radio page throughout the show tomorrow night. Thanks again for everybody that tuned in. Don't forget, you can check us out on all major platforms, including Sound Machine FM, which is one of the homes of Pipebomb Radio NYC, the Playmakerz blog, Into the Net, Rage Quit, Hoops Talk, Ramley Talk, Pipebomb Radio, Pain Train Pipebomb, Motley Metal, and more. They're all on there. So don't forget to check that out.
Next week, we will be back because we're going to talk Super Bowl.
Yes, Super Bowl. And we may have a collaboration with Mac and Black, but we'll see on that. Till then, we leave you with 2 Chainz and Wiz Khalifa. We will catch you guys later.
Sean Khalifa, man. 2 Chainz.
Money's the motivation, money's the conversation. You on vacation, we getting paid, so we on vacation. I did it for the fam. It's whatever we had to do, it's just who I am. Yeah, it's the life I chose. Gunshots in the dark, one eye closed. And we got it cooking like a one-eye stove. You can catch me kissing my girl with both eyes closed. Yeah, perfecting my passion, thanks for asking. Couldn't slow down, so we had to crash it. You use plastic, we bout cash. I see some people ahead that we gon' pass, yeah.
I never fear death or dying. I only fear never trying. I am whatever I am. Only God can judge me now. One shot, everything rides on tonight. Even if I've got 3 strikes, I'ma go for it. This moment, we own it. I'm not to be played with because it can get dangerous. See these people I ride with. This moment, we own it.
And the same ones that I ride with be the same ones that I die with. Put it all out on the line with. If you're looking for me, you can find wit in the new car or the crown with. My new broad, that's a fine chick in the weather squad. I'm down with, ain't no way around it. What you say? Tell me what you say. Working hard, repping for my dogs. Do this every day. Taking off, looking out for all, making sure we ball like the mob. All you do is call, catch you if you fall. Young Khalifa.
I never fear death or dying. I only fear never trying. I am whatever I am. Only God can judge me now. One shot, everything rides on tonight. Even if I've got 3 strikes, I'ma go for it. This moment, we own it.
I ride or die
Not to be played with because it can get dangerous. See,
I ride or die
people I ride with. This moment, we own it.
This the biggest day of my life. We got big guns. Been graduated from knives. It's the day of our life, and I'm ready to ride. Got the spirit, I'm feeling like a kill inside. Financial outbreak, I'm free, but I ain't out yet. Ride with the plug, so I'm close to the outlet. At the red light rim, sitting offset. I look better on your girl than her outfit.
Stuck to the plan. Always said that we would stand up, never ran. We the fam and loyalty never change up. Been down since day one, look at where we came from. Jumping out on anybody who try to say something. One thing about it, got a problem, I got the same one. Money rolls, we fold. Plenty clubs, we close. Follow the same code. Never turn our backs, our cars don't even lose control.